Hey guys, it's Brina Well, and welcome back to another episode on Open the Lock. How are you guys doing today? Are you all ready to get inspired? Because I am. Let's go. So today we're going to spice things up a little bit. On today's podcast, I have a special guest for you guys to talk about Gen Z relationships. So let's get him in here. Everybody, meet Jamian. If you don't know already, he's my boyfriend, and we're going to be talking about Gen Z relationships today. So let's just start. I'm sure you guys have seen all over your social medias how people are constantly slandering Gen Z and our generation and relationships and just how we are as a whole generation. And it's funny because love is not how it was 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 50 years ago. Back in the days, there was romance, there was communication, there was respect, and now it has gone downhill. And I'm sure a lot of your guys' relationships are suffering. Our relationship has suffered, and we're gonna kind of open up to that today and tell you guys what to do and what not to do in your relationships. We're not professionals. Obviously, we don't know everything what it is to be in a relationship, but we're gonna tell you what works with us and what we've gone through and stories that we've heard from people of how their relationship is and how it's just so unhealthy and so toxic.
So me and Bree were on our way to go purchase a car for myself. And on our way to the Chase Bank, we seen this couple that we were very familiar with. And, I decided to give them a call because, I've only seen them online. I never seen this couple in person. Mm-hmm. So I decided to make the phone call. They ended up not picking up. A couple hours go by and I receive a call from the couple, but the person in particular is the female. So I receive a call from her Instagram. I pick up and it's her man. He
came off aggressive.
Yeah, he came off extremely aggressive. He wanted to figure out why I was calling her, who am I, and automatically assuming the worst of the worst, thinking that she's cheating, thinking
that now she has like a whole bunch of guys on her phone calling her. Like, why she has all these guys calling her when it's literally one guy who has a girlfriend. So it was so random. And obviously, like, we were keeping our cool. We were, just explaining, like, look, we saw you guys and we wanted to say hi. So, like, there's nothing to worry about. Like, I have a girlfriend, you have a girlfriend. Like, there's nothing to worry about. But the situation literally escalated, and it ended up getting worse. Actually, a few days later after that, the girl actually contacted me and was basically saying how, she's going through a lot with her boyfriend right now and she needs help. And I'm like, just call me. Like, let's just have a conversation. So when she called me, she was crying and she was basically telling me that he keeps accusing her of cheating and that he's breaking up with her. And it was toxic. A lot of fighting, a lot of not trusting, not a lot of communication. And so I was like, let me talk to him. Let me just talk to him and let me just set everything straight with him. So he didn't want to get on the phone. He was like, I don't want to talk to her. Like, I don't care what she has to say. You're a cheater. You're talking to guys. Like, I don't want to be with you anymore. Bye. I'm leaving you. And at that point, I was like, this is this relationship.
So once I seen how the situation was more escalated than what it needed to, I took it upon my hands to speak to him. I didn't appreciate how he was speaking to my partner, but also his partner as well. So I was talking to him on the phone, basically explaining again that I do not have any type of connection with his girlfriend. It was simply just a nice hi and bye.
Mm-hmm. It was nothing
she has me followed on Instagram because, as you guys know, I'm a music artist. I make music, so she's one of my supporters. So, that was explained to him, saying how there's nothing going on. She's just one of my supporters. Mm-hmm. And he just kept denying it. And basically kind of in his own world with cheater, liar.
Like, just insecurities.
Straight insecurities built up in his mind. Mm-hmm. And that's just something that we wanted to bring up to, your guys' attention now.
This especially.
That this generation is too insecure. when it comes to the opposite gender.
Yeah.
Literally the opposite gender. Yeah, seeing other things online and seeing other relationships progression, but we want to target more the insecurity in relationships and how you guys can basically be more healthy.
Yeah. Like, I swear, there's so many people that I know that they're not secure in themselves. And it's not just that your relationship is insecure. It's you as a person are insecure. And because you are insecure, you are not bringing your insecurity into your relationship. Because it's you that's not confident. It's you that doesn't believe in yourself. It's you that doesn't think that you're the best of the best. Because, and we were literally telling him that. We were like, you're insecure. Like, you need to basically...
But you need to basically just see the bigger picture. It's not the image that you're creating in your mind.
Mm-hmm. It's something fake. Like, they're so stuck in that mindset that they don't want to get out of it. They don't want to listen to nobody else. It's what they think and what they say is going to go. And so, believe it or not, that was a problem that we've had in our relationship, was insecurities, because being with previous people, obviously when you're with other people in your past, you tend to bring those bad things and those bad habits into your relationship now. And that goes with everything. That goes with how you've been, how you've grown up, you know, how your household was, how you are with your family, how you are with your friends.
Yeah, and all those traumas built up before you were in this relationship that you're currently in, all this baggage from this past, you're bringing it onto your present relationship. Mm-hmm. And doing that is very effectful for yourself. Not just yourself, but also your partner.
Yeah, it's
so you're just not bringing yourself down. You're also bringing your partner down with you, because of all the baggage that you have from your past.
Exactly. I'm sure all of you guys are familiar with Instagram, obviously. And we like to tap. We like to like pictures. This is probably the most common thing that I see in relationships now, is that girls can't like guys' pictures and guys can't like girl pictures, or even friend-wise. Like, you can't have the opposite gender as a friend. Let me tell you what, that gets me so upset, because how should your partner have to stop doing that because you feel insecure about yourself? Let me tell you, when a female is insecure about herself, she will protect her man at all costs. You can't go out, you can't do this, you can't go out with your boys, you can't have girls on their Instagram, you can't follow girls, you can't, nothing.
Because it's just automatic assumption of the worst.
Yeah, like you're cheating, or they are trying to do something
basically behind your back, basically something to end the relationship.
Yeah, and
you're having your guard up. You're scared of that thing going to happen. You're scared of the possibility of your partner doing something that will affect your relationship.
Yeah. And I get that. I get so upset, because it's like, how are you going to tell somebody to do that when it's really a you problem? Like, as you guys know, he's an artist. He has connects. He has to follow everybody. If that's female artists, if that's female hookups, like people that he can connect with, people that he can advertise with, or whatever, he has to do what he has to do for his future. Same with mine. So if that means I have to follow guys, that shouldn't be a problem. You know why? Because that it's not going to affect him. He's secure in who he is as a man. He knows he's him. He's one of one. I know that I'm one of one. There's nothing that a picture on Instagram is really going to do for his head to turn, or for my head to turn. It's way more than that.
I would say also what does really matter when it comes to being secure within yourself is even also setting boundaries when it comes to certain things. It's okay to like the opposite gender's posts. It's okay to comment. It's okay to chat with the opposite gender. As long as you're not doing anything that will affect the relationship when it comes to making flirtatious comments.
Or texting at a certain time that's not appropriate. Like texting the opposite gender at like 12, 1, 2 in the morning. Like that. We've set boundaries within our relationships. We know
what to do and what not to do.
Yeah. When it comes to that. And I feel like that's a problem that also, when people get into relationships, they don't have enough conversations about that, and they don't talk about that enough.
And they don't have enough boundaries set. One thing me and Brie are also going to tap into is the toxicity when it comes to blocking and the lack of communication and ego.
The cursing, the yelling, the shutting each other out when you're mad, or like one-upping each other, thinking that, okay, I'm going to say something mean, and then now the other person's going to say something mean, and then the other person's going to say something meaner, and you guys are literally just like barking at each other, like you're in a cat fight. Sorry, I couldn't even say that. You guys are always trying to one-up each other, thinking that, oh, I'm better, and that's why Jamie was saying with the ego is that we think that we're better than our partner. Your partner's out up here, and you're not down here from your partner. You guys are at the same level. You guys are a working progress. And so, especially with us, we've had our fair share of blocking, cursing each other out, yelling at each other, like doing things that is not supposed to be good for our relationship. And something we've learned over time is when we are having a disagreement or an argument, we now know when to back away, because we've set that, I guess you could call it, boundary between us.
That limit when it comes to arguing. You know, we're not perfect.
Yeah.
Our relationship isn't perfect. I don't want you guys to think, oh, they're down talking us because their relationship is all good. We've been through what you guys are going through. That's why we're explaining to you guys what we think is best
to educate you. And we still go through it sometimes. It's not like, oh, we've been through it now, we don't know. We still do now, but now it's easier. Now it kind of, we know when to back away so it doesn't escalate, because that's the problem. We start an argument and it starts from here and it keeps going up and up and it keeps escalating, and then you guys are mad at each other and then it goes downhill. One format that we go by is being able to have this conversation about a situation and being able to really understand each other's sides. Not just listening and not understanding. Because I don't know if you guys seen like this Instagram post. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but it was a post where it was a brick and it was tears coming down. It was water coming down from a brick, and then it was a sponge and it was water coming down from the sponge. What happens with most of us is we're just listening to our partner, but we don't give a crap. Now, what you're supposed to be doing is listening and understanding, not just listening to talk back, listening to understand and what to do better from now on.
Let's say you guys are in an argument and you guys don't agree with each other at all. Like we've said, being able to understand each other's side of the situation, but also when the conversation is done, ask each other, what did you guys learn from the situation, to be able to get that understanding side like of the communication.
Like a recap, just like, okay, what did you get from this conversation? What are we going to do better so next time it doesn't get to this?
There was this one relationship that I was in where I continued to let the person bring me down. Constant cheating on me, constant, just the same repetition of the red flags popping up. And me personally, I thought that was fine. I thought that one day they will change, but I continue to give this person too many chances. That's another thing, giving someone too many chances
when they don't deserve it.
You have to, there's going to be a point, or you have to realize that there needs to be a point where you need to be like, okay, you know what, I had enough.
And you guys don't know where to stop. You continue to get damaged over and over and over again, thinking, yeah, it's okay. They're going to change. That's fine. No, it's not fine. You're ruining yourself. You're damaging who you are, your soul. And that's not doing you any good.
So this is the ending of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the topic of Gen Z relationships. If you guys want to see a part 2, drop at least 10 likes on this video.
We can do it, guys.
It will show us that you guys are very in tune and interested in this topic. So get us at least 10 likes on this video, and we're going to be dropping a part 2 on Gen Z relationships with your special guest, Jamian Perella, the artist.
He's corny, guys. Anyways, I love you guys so much, and we'll see you in the next video. Hopefully it's part 2.